Okay, and hi guys, how's it Nick here, and, today I'm going to be doing a live version review of Spinosaurus here, and trying to, how this here, just, has to, get this, has been set up a little bit here. Yeah, like I said in my YouTube short earlier, I'm going to be doing a little building review of a Spinosaurus and Quetzalcoatlus animation from a little Jurassic World Rebirth, which I did get at the Lego store in Vancouver about a week ago. And if you enjoyed today's live stream, give this stream a like, and also comment in a live chat, or have comments after the stream is done, since it's going to be available after the stream is done. And this big set here got 984 pieces. Comes with two dinosaurs, the named dinosaurs of the set, and also we got four minifigures in here. Zoa Bennett, Martin Tubbs, Dr. Henry Loomis, and Duncan Kensett have characters of the movie. We also got the live action Spinosaurus on the top left corner here, and also on the side. And we got the back of the set. Here we got some pay features. And I'm also going to be talking about reaching 1,000 subscribers here on the channel too. And since I did reach the goal. And now it's open the box. And get into the live build. To see what this big guy has. We got the Quetzalcoatlus piece here. Along with bag too. And also bag 3. And we got some additional pieces here, which is the Spinosaurus pieces, I think. Along with this too. And on numbered bag, which has a small ish base plate, along with the Quetzalcoatlus wings. Bag 7. And also welcome Rosie to the stream. Amen. What is Binky? I don't know what that is. And we also got bag number 5. Bag 8. And also welcome nicely. Welcome to the stream. And I'm just getting the bags out. had to show what it comes with. Then we also got bag number 6. Then bag 1. And finally, for the bag, we got bag 4. Yeah, not a bad amount of bags for bag. Instead of this, we also got the bag thing here for the starting part. And that's gonna be it for these for this bag box. And let's talk about starting part now. And of course it's gonna be a big one since it is a big set. And we got a few starting parts here. For bags 1 and 2 is this Jeep with the Quetzalcoatlus. Bags starting part for bag 3 with the helicopter and the Spinosaurus. And from bags 4 to 8 we got have a temple where the Quetzalcoatlus risen with its eggs, which is one of the locations the characters need to get to for the cure stuff that we need. It's for some kind of disease that's happening in the movie. Right, and we also got this sticker sheet here. And that's it for today. I know it's get into have a build and also talk about this channel reaching 1,000 subscribers. And as I was going to start with bag 1 and 2 here. And so I'm going to be starting with this Jeep. Maybe and the Jeep is also numbered 5, which I'm going to get into in a separate video. And let's find number 1 in this pile. So we can actually start doing the sit build. And obviously you need the Quetzalcoatlus piece. And then you also need the numbered like 2 for the rings. And for the Quetzalcoatlus. And here we got the first bag. I know I'll get into it. And yeah, you guys notice my Nicotro channel here finally got to 1,000 subscribers. As in, that's why I got this live stream feature now. And it's very cool to get 1,000 subscribers at last for this channel. I've been trying to get this channel up to 1,000 subscribers for a while. And I started this channel back in the early 20s. For my non-Ninjago related stuff like Jurassic and the MCU. I would say we got a few more people in the chat. Welcome, Alma 17, and Kelly, Hannah. Also sorry for mispronunciation. And you kind of nice too. And, and for those who just came in, I'm going to be starting with the first bag, the first two bags here. And just open it up. And we're starting with the Quetzalcoatlus head over here. And also for those who just subscribed to the channel, I don't know much about what I do here. I do radio bedroom reviews. Here's like this, along with reactions, watching reviews, and also gameplay videos of all the stuff that I'm also into. And the first me figure we're building is Zoa Bennett. And so let's get the parts for her. And that's what it looks like. Right, now let's get the head on. And find the headpiece. And this is what Zora Bennett looks like when she's traveling the island. And with the other characters. Yes, to get the DNA of 3 different dinosaurs that we need to make the cure for the heart disease that is a little bit of a part in this new type of trilogy for Jurassic. And she's got some brown pants with a little rope and also a little bite on her left leg. And she has this tan hair color with a ponytail. And she kind of has kind of a calm looking happy face and a mad looking face and when she's annoyed. And then now it's built as well builds for Zara here. So we need to build a device and so she can locate the Quetzalcoatlus. And then also her flashlight too. And to start building that, I'm going to be using this piece. It's here. And also other little piece so she can attach it to her hand. And we say we're starting off with sticker 12 right off the bat. And for this, so she can see what Quetzalcoatlus is close. And also need this button square piece for the monitor. And of course we got sticker 12 right below sticker 11. And there's actually 2 monitor stunners for when a dinosaur may be close, which we can either try to avoid or actually need to get close to so we can get the dino DNA. And now the thing is built. And this is what the monitor looks like. There we got the as well shape frame here, which is the rated radius of the monitor, and so when a dinosaur or creature is in the vicinity, if you need to move pretty fast. Then was put into her left hand, according to the picture in the instruction book. And that was actually do her flashlight, which you need this lightsaber type of piece, and also this little flat stud, which is transparent yellow. And now it's put into her right hand. And now she's all the way to explore the temple. And now it's going to build for the Quetzalcoatlus. Then, first things first, let's open this up. And so we can use the pieces for the Quetzalcoatlus, which it does the time of dinosaurs. First, it debuted in the Jurassic franchise in Jurassic World Rebirth. I mean, Jurassic World Dominion, the movie before Rebirth. And also, welcome last welcome to the first ever stream here on the channel. Now need to find the bottom piece, which might be in one of these bags here, which I need to open and light up to get that. We got the Spinosaurus legs, which can do until bay 3, which is for the deep part of the bill. And here's what the tail looks like, along with this part of the head. And here's the Spinosaurus's arms and hands. And then that's the features in the other paper bait here, which is this one, I think. Let's try it here. Get this open. Or not. And we got the Spinosaurus body, which probably I got anything else since I got it open after finishing and doing the build. For the Quetzalcoatlus. And I just noticed it was with the outer parts, and this is what the beak looks like. Let's do the beak first, so you can actually eat stuff. And start with the right wing. You also need the same color as the wing and the body, and so you can actually flap a bit big wings here. Yeah, that's one. And moving on, now we got the second one. What to do? And now the Quetzalcoatlus is fully built. And this is what he looks like. He's got dark and light-ish blue color here. There's a little bit of a tan on top of his beak. He then also open it up to make him like he's chomping onto something. And that was good the minion and Quetzalcoatlus had to do a little bit of a comparison here real quick. And you can see that Quetzalcoatlus from the minion was a lot different here. And with the orange beak. And gray head part of his crest on his head here. And along with the rain's really like completely different. And other than that, they do look extremely similar. And now let's do a Spinosaurus here. And let's start with the tail. And now let's actually do the legs too. And so you can actually walk and also swim, since this is that kind of dinosaur that goes into both water and down to land to eat stuff with, and the Spinosaurus actually helps the Mosasaurus in rebirth in hunting down stuff. So it's like completely different to the JP PS3 version, which was last appeared in season 5 of Count Cretaceous. And now we got the Spinosaurus built. And this one looks cool. And like our dinosaurs, you can actually rotate the head and move it up and down, and having the mouth open and close like with the pterosaur. And this dude has big arms and hands to grab stuff, just like the Indominus Rex. And you can also move the legs back and forth to make it look like they're running or swimming or walking. And honestly, this Spinosaurus was a lot better than the Spinosaurus that we're going to make in the upcoming Jurassic Park and World later sets that's coming out later this year. And the Spino here has this big sail, which is yellow and brown on both sides, that goes all the way down to its tail. It also has these red patterns around the eyes a little bit. It also has these scaly type of patterns on its body. And now it's going to one of the side builds. It was like the box of DNA samples that were collected. And back to talking about 1,000 subscribers. yeah, that is like a big accomplishment. Yeah, anybody click that on YouTube. Yeah, man. Yeah, this channel really came a long way. Hey, hey, since yeah, I made the channel again back in the early 2020s. It's a long time the world was on lockdown due to real life situations. And then, yeah, with that, we got stuff like my channel here. Yeah, and again, just in case if anybody is just jumping in, yeah, this channel is for non-enjoyable stuff like this. And also, I finished my Kingdom Hearts 3 gameplay videos, and those videos are all going to be scheduled or already uploaded at the time of me doing this stream. And also still working on my Daredevil Born Again reactions. I just finished doing episode 7, and reactions also finished being edited, and is scheduled to come out within in May. It does when I scheduled that video. And gonna try to finish up some of these Marvel reactions before, hopefully before Avengers Doomsday comes out. And also still trying to work on my Ironheart reactions, which I so far I did 3 episodes to that show. And also, right on, still currently trying to finish 2. And speaking of Doomsday, from what I heard, I think it might be the direct the sequel to Ending, from what I heard. So take that as a grain of salt. Now then, and also, speaking of Endgame, and the movie's gonna re-release in September, which is actually the time I'm going to be in Florida for my Disney trip, which I did mention in my announcement video a while back, when both this channel and my main channel, Ninja Master Nick, got a combined goal of a certain amount of subscribers. Now then, I'm going to be in Disney World when Avengers Endgame is going to be having its re-release. This which is quite a big time and coincidence. I'm going to be in Florida by the time that happens. And then, for those who are on it, Endgame's like the last Avengers movie before Secret Wars and also Doomsday, which you're definitely going to see Avengers Doomsday when it comes out in December, which is December 18th from all of the teasers showing. And there's also this big Avengers Doomsday countdown, and that's currently live on YouTube right now. If you guys are curious to see that, just look up Avengers Doomsday countdown. which is from what I last saw, it's coming out in 7 months from what I've seen. And we got other sticker here, which is sticker 8. Hey, for this box here. So let's take the sticker out of its sticker sheet. Then put it onto the box here. And that was ready to be used by the characters. And stickers like this yellow and black type of thing. Which you then take the top off. And we got these needle stuff for the characters to use. And we those 2 out of 3 that we're using. And one's for Mosasaurus. The second is for the Quetzalcoatlus here. And the third and is going to be for the Spinosaurus, which at the time of me doing this live stream and all the videos that I'm going to be uploading, and I don't have the Spinosaurus set yet. And that's it for the box here. Now I'm going to be building the Jeep here. And going to be using this big black long piece, along with a couple of these circle pieces, and 2 long skinny 10 pieces, and 2 circle pieces on opposite ends of each other. These kind of pieces. And this is what Cell looks like so far. It doesn't exactly look like Jeep quite yet, since it's just being started to build. And we say we're going to be going to 3 of these 3 times and put it onto the long piece. I definitely need 6 of these pieces, and obviously 3 of these. Let's put the first 2 into this first one here and attach it to the build. One goes over the first end here where the circle piece is located. Now let's get 2 more here. And put underneath the other circle piece, and the final one on the very end. And then let me know down in the comments in this chat if you guys are excited for Avengers Doomsday that I just mentioned. And like I said, I am going to see the movie when it comes out in December. And since it does look pretty interesting, and curious to see what Dr. Doom will do here to the multiverse. Yes, and so far only 4 teasers came out, which is for Captain America Steve Rogers, for Odinson, the Return of X-Men, and also the Wakandans meeting the first steps version of Fantastic Four. And also I heard that the official trailer for Doomsday will be coming out soon. I just don't know when yet, so expect reaction and two are coming out when, and the official trailer for Doomsday is coming out. Now then, so they're going to be doing a review on Spider-Man and Brand New Day. Hey, when it comes out in a few months too. Which I've been doing with the previous Spider-Man films, and that's from the MCU here on the channel. And probably that in my Thunderbolts spoiler review out, since I forgot to do that. I just need to rewatch the film and also get a little bit of my thoughts on it out about the movie. And you can watch the majority of the MCU stuff that came out so far over on Disney Plus. Both the movies and the Disney Plus series. And yes, I am building the truck. And this is what it looks like. That's all. How neck. And it doesn't look like how much so far. Not until it's fully built, which is going to take 2 bags to get this truck fully built. And this one is also numbered like other vehicles in this wave. The number this truck carries is number 5, and the helicopter is 3. And the boat from the Mosasaurus one is 4. And going to see if the Jeep from the lobster side has a number, just to double check. Whoops, I today stopped it. And the Jeep right here is numbered had 2 on it. And then picture all of the Rebirth that has vehicles has numbers, in which are missing some numbers in the vehicles here, which from what I'm guessing, we might release more Rebirth sets down the line. And sometime after the summer 2026 sets. And then we're also missing some dinosaurs too, which I did do. There's some top 5 videos of dinosaurs that should be made into later sets. Both the regular dinosaurs and also the hybrids and the mutants that came out in the franchise. Also, to make sure to watch those too. After you finish watching the stream. Here. And then these numbered stickers too. And for the side. I did one so far with the little Scotch within the print of the sticker, which is like from the dinosaur or something. And you put 1 and 2. Here's a bite of this piece right here. And so you got 4 more of these pieces here. And here's for this next part. I would say we're building the seat part with the steering wheel in it. So the characters can actually drive the vehicle here. And when or if they need a vehicle to drive. I'm pretty sure they just mostly wait until one of the characters actually drove off with the heart disease clear before he got eaten by the D-Wax within the movie. And the D-Wax is also in the top list video that I made, along with the two-headed raptor, the Megalodon, and also Scorpius Rex. Since and it is part of counter stations for Scorpius and the other mutants that I also mentioned is also from Rebirth, in which some of the mutants from Rebirth were never used besides as background and stuff, which is kind of here because we're literally advertising for there being hybrids mutants within Jurassic World Rebirth. And kind of mess up this part of the build a little bit. Just kind of going back a tiny bit and kind of rotate the stuff around a little bit. And so it's more accurate to the pictures here in the book. You also got these back pieces for the back seat thing. And I'll put these little pieces in so the attachers can actually sit in it. And also having one character driving the vehicle. And goes right next to these two little black type of pieces. And you also got these other two red pieces to go on top and just sort of ahead of the seat area, along with the other long and tan and later piece. Another truck here is starting to come into shape. It's starting to look a lot more like a actual truck. And we say next is this little dude. The other hand, also trying to get my Ninja Master next channel up to 1,000 subscribers. So far, from what I last checked earlier, it was at 839 subscribers. And so, after you guys finish watching the stream, check out my Ninja Master Net channel, where I do Ninjago videos, and also decided to do a rewatch of Jurassic World Counter Stations, seasons 1 to 5, over on that channel too. And since I technically already did a little bit of a review on Counter Stations back then, and so I decided to remove all Jurassic and all the non-Ninjago stuff to this channel. And also on my Ninja Trolls, on my Ninja Master Net channel, I'm doing stop motions which I just bought them back a few months ago. And then I was doing my little stop motion series, in which so far I got one starting early on that channel called the Doom Rising, which is my Lego Dimensions stop motion series. That's kind of based on both Lego Dimensions and also that upcoming Avengers Doomsday movie. And also going to be put on during my own Ninjago stop motion series of Dragons Rising, which not going to spoil it since you have to wait until I upload episode 1 of my Dragons Rising series, which I just finished doing episode 1 yesterday of my Dragons Rising series. It's for my Ninja Master Next channel. Then going to a little bit of spoilers, and that's about it. It kind of involves two of my Owen and Sora minifigures that I got from the Lego store that I just got this past weekend. Well, my last Friday to be more specific. Then, let's say bag 1 is just finished. And this is what everybody looks like from the first bag. And now let's move on to bag 2, which is right here in this pile. And we got the second bag, which it contains the rest of the pieces for the truck. And then for bag 3 is actually the second part for those who just joined in the live stream. Anyway, also probably going to be planning on doing some gameplay streams of some other games that are not part of the set pool of video games that I'm currently playing. Anyway, which I'm probably going to make a community post about that sometime after I finish this live stream. Anyway, which it will be coming out pretty soon. And we got this little square like pieces with like the minifigure hands, which I'm guessing is going to be for the mirrors or something on this little truck. And then also got this piece right here, which kind of goes above those two pieces are just placed in. Also you got these pieces for tires, so there's a click right up to the gears and stuff for the vehicle. And then I'm going to put all 4 on according to the instructions. And I always do Lego sets that has Lego structure in it, so yeah, it's actually accurate to the actual set that I'm currently building. Right, and we got these one pieces nuts that we put on to the bottom of the truck, which actually is two of these. One I just put on, and the one I literally just did. And now it's time for this other ton piece, and also some out of the clear piece. This is need one more of this, which just grabbed. Now let's actually grab the other transparent piece, which is this one. And put right in the middle. It's kind of like it's some kind of window, that type of piece. And if any other characters in the back wanting to look through to the front to talk to any other characters that might be in the front. And we also got some one piece this here. It goes kind of in the middle, but in the back of the other pieces that I just put in, along with two of these. You see here, which got one and two. And the truck is a lot closer to being fully built so far, even though I just started by two. Which again, for those who just start to watch this, I started with by one as always. And now I need these pieces along with stickers 1 and 2. And so it makes the vehicle more detailed on the head. And starting with sticker 1 and presented the piece, then and the vehicle. And it has the word engine on it, since that's the topping that owned the third island, and for some reason, which is kind of weird that the engine has 3 separate islands for dinosaurs. One for the theme park, and which is either Newport, and side B is sonar for creating the dinosaurs. And so I don't know why we need a third island. I'm guessing it's for a mutant experimentation or something, which was never explained in the movie. And hopefully with more Jurassic movies that's coming out in the Rebirth trilogy, they'll explain more on that, along with seeing if the cure is going to save thousands of lives around the world, which is coming out in 2028, according to people are saying, from Universal, and the film filmmakers. We don't know what the movie's going to be yet, since 2028 is like 2 years away. Anyway, now we're in 2026 so far. We're still in April 2026, just about into May 2026. And so that's still almost in a full 2 years until we get Jurassic 8. And there's also some other Jurassic content that is coming out. One is for a video game called Jurassic Park Survival, in which there's not really much details about that outside of the announcement trailer that came out about a year or two ago. For something like that, it shows a long time. And my next YouTube goal for the subscriber count is about I think 9,000 or 10,000 subscribers around 9,000 or 10,000, and that's going to be my next YouTube subscriber goal. So that's going to be a while to do, since that's going to be a long time to get to, since there's a lot of people here on planet Earth and also the internet. And so also again share this stream and with anybody you know, so then actually get to 9 or 10,000 subscribers. And so we can actually get to the YouTube goal. And I'm also going to be doing my review on Avengers Doomsday and Avengers Secret Wars, when both of those films will be coming out on their respective dates, which is well, one is December 18th, and one is about, I think, a year or two, depending on what I'm actually going to do between Doomsday and Secret Wars. Are you guys also excited to see Spider-Man About New Day? Let me if you are excited for that. That official trailer that just came out a little while back. And the movie's coming out this summer, now along with Toy Story 5, and also Minions and the Monsters, which is the next Illumination movie after the Super Mario Galaxy movie. And I also did my review on Super Mario Galaxy movie, which was a pretty good and kind of a cute little movie with Yoshi being cute in the movie. It was also pretty funny too, with how he just made Bowser's assistant Sorcerer into an egg, which was pretty funny. And they also showed Princess Daisy in one of the after credit scenes in the movie. And so I'm guessing with that, it's probably going to be more Super Mario movies that's going to be coming out in the future. I guess we have to wait and see. For that. On the other hand, also I kind of see what Toy Story 5 is going to be in store for the plot from what they show in Toy Story 5. And very funny explains of how Woody is back in Bonnie's room, and which he is pretty much communicating with a lot of toys about every household that has kids are getting iPads, and the toys are being forgotten, which is kind of crazy. And there's quite a few movies that's actually coming out in the following months, which is Toy Story 5, Minions and Monsters, the live-action remake of Moana, and also the upcoming DreamWorks movie called Forgotten Island. And then, of course, obviously, Doomsday 2, along with Spider-Man and Brand New Day, after, sometime after Toy Story 5. So, those would be kind of interesting to see. I would like one of the printed pieces here, which is the Jurassic Park / logo. It's probably going to be either both printed and sticker pieces, or mostly stickers. We'll wait and see how far this will take to see. Yeah, no, this part built in, which is like the hood of the truck. We also got this little instruments and stuff to show how fast the driving and show how much gas the radar has left. Also, we're going to be continuing on with my Disney watching reviews for stuff that I've seen. Also, going to be continuing my Kim Possible reactions, which I just finished doing my season 1 reactions not too long ago. Moving on to season 2, then moving on to other seasons, and then finally the 2 movies that came out. Then also I plan on getting in my vlog video series for my Florida trip coming out after I come back from Florida. I'm going to be going to Epic Universe, Disney World, Legoland, and also one of the Disney cruise ships with going to both Disney Private Islands, which one of them is very new. So stay tuned for my vlog videos for that. And also starting to finish up my vlog videos of my previous trip, which was to California for both Disneyland and also Universal Studios, and also Legoland California. And I also been to the new, not so much new now, Avengers Campus, and at that place, it was pretty cool. And they even got Avengers store called Avengers Vault, which I got some of the stuff from there, like the Doctor Strange Code of Levitation, and the Orb, and from Guardians of the Galaxy, and the ether from and for of adult world. On the other hand, you can actually meet the Marvel characters from the MCU. They're in Avengers Campus. Which was pretty cool too. And the characters that I've seen was in Shang-Chi, and in Monica Rambeau, along with Captain America, Steve Rogers, and also Tony Stark, Iron Man. And then we also got a little bit of a Spider-Man in stage type of show where he comes from the Spider-Man wide building. And I think there's like some kind of other show with the Avengers on top of Avengers Vault, which was pretty cool. Which I think I got a little out of that in my California Adventure video when I was on that side of the Disney trip. Anyway, so we got a Jeep here. Mostly built. Now we just need to do the tires. Now I'll try to put this one piece back on since it came off while trying to put the roof on. And just double checking the previous page to see if I missed anything. And it doesn't look like I missed anything here. And this is what the roof looks like, with the claw marks going through the top near the number 5 number. And now we're going to be doing the tires. That's right here. Yeah, so we can actually move. And we definitely need our 6 here, which is where it's needed to actually get the truck operational, which I got 4 pieces into the tire pieces. This is so you can actually get the truck moving. We're going to be moving on to the helicopter, and I already built the Spinosaurus, which probably doesn't show off again, and just in case if some people are coming on to the stream, and that didn't see that beginning part. Yeah, obviously, both sides have 3 slots for the truck, which got 3 tires on this side now, and now let's put 3 on this other side. Right then, that's it for the truck. This is what it looks like, which is very cool. You can move the tires here. And now let's move on to bag 2. And also bag 3. And instruction book number 2. Which is the helicopter and the spino. Over here. And that roots as they dropped. The spinal and the others on the floor. Over here by accident. And now we got that done. And put them back into a table. Let's put meat get together along with the helicopter. Going to look up the box to look up the name of one of the characters here. Here's remember who this guy is. Here's is in this guy. Yeah. We also got these two birds right here. With the smaller pile of the bags. And then the head of the minifigures in and just a smaller one. And now here's bag number 3 open. Let's start building the helicopter. We're starting with the legs, and then and the head, and finally the headpiece. And this is Martin Tibbs, our CEO of one of the companies of the Jurassic Park universe, who actually got eaten by the D-Rex in the movie, which picture is not that surprising since he cares about money and stuff, so obviously he was going to be eaten by a dinosaur, which, to be honest, I thought it was going to be a lot sooner in the movie. And here's Martin Tubbs with his tranquilizer rifle. He's got a white shirt on that's a little bit dirty. And he's got a happy, calm face expression, along with a mad, annoyed face expression, and realizing he's about to be eaten by a dinosaur in the movie. And that's 2 minifigures down, and 2 more to go. And this next little bit is for the Spinosaurus. This is I built earlier in the stream. And just in case you guys missed that, we've got the Spinosaurus here with a brown and tan and texture here with some little stripes along the back of his body. And you can open and close the mouth, move the arms up and down, along with the legs. Right then, now let's get back to the actual building part here, which is the helicopter. And need 2 of these bending and looking in pieces, which you need is here, and those right at the end part, along with this little piece. Here's in red. This is right. It's somewhere near the front or back of the helicopter. It depends on how this goes, and you see where everything goes to. Once this helicopter takes shape. And I think this is the seat that we need to use for the helicopter. And you got a couple more pieces for the other end, which is right here. And this, with these two circle pieces pointing into these other pieces, I'm guessing that's going to be the back of the helicopter. And you got the other one, and those seat headlight pieces. You see it? That goes above these two dark gray type of pieces. So you got other piece that shows how fast you're going in a helicopter. It's nice to be placed on, which is just kind of piece. As I dropped it, which just put it back that up. And just in case you guys are wondering what that little noise was, it's just my base plates that I use for my Lego stop motion videos over on my Ninja Master Net channel. Hello? And just as it's falling over, and just then placing it all the way a little bit, and let's continue on here. Yeah, I think this is just a friend of a helicopter because of this piece being right here, and this other piece, and this other end is probably the back side. So we got some Lego studs next. Right after putting these other pieces on. Going to take the top off since I kind of missed over these red ones right here. Yeah, that's a lot better. Let's put these other pieces back on, and then put the studs back on too. Yeah, so you can get all the pieces on, because without all the pieces, the build it will be incomplete if we don't have all of the pieces on it. And then for those who just joined the stream, I just finished building the Lego truck right here. This box with two minifigures and the two Lego dinosaurs. So you've got a little handle type of piece. It's for the steering of the vehicle, along with the other piece that is actually going to be attached to once I find it, which is this one right here. Which I'm pretty sure they never used a helicopter in the movie to state. The only time the helicopter was shown was when this guy right here actually stumbled upon a helicopter that was destroyed, with some skeletons in it. It has been there for a while. And got a long piece right here, which is this, which actually puts the sticker 11 onto, showing the Spinosaurus. This is in the vicinity of the as a helicopter. And I'm also going to be looking at my iPad here for the live chat while for what's of stream while I do the build here. And that's what it looks like. Which is the same print but with a different and kind of dinosaur on it. On the other hand, it doesn't be that hard to get this one and finish since it's not that big of a build, but it's still kind of big. It's because of the piece count along with the two dinosaurs in it. And then instead of the other two studs, down to these black square looking pieces. And then using the blades of the helicopter will be near the very end of this. There's a helicopter type of build. And it does need these two type of pieces. And that goes on to the end, which is right back here. And along with the dark way version here, which is a little bit longer. And we just like the front here is more of a cockpit, but more and more you get this built. So it's going to be a single seat helicopter from what this is going to be looking like. Right there. The helicopter blades piece right here is obviously going to be somewhere near the top. Which you will see where once we get to that point of this build, and then this build will be done, and then finally will be the temple where we need to go to get the DNA sample of the Quetzalcoatlus. And one side is going to be split of 3, showing on this side right here, which needs a few pieces for that first, like these two. Then and this piece is a curve type of piece, which is this one. And the sticker is going to be number 7, which is going to be going that way towards my wall over here. And having the 3 upside down, so you can actually do something like this. Yes, and so you can show the correct way once it's placed onto the side of the helicopter. Which is going to be kind of mirrored on the other side once I get to it. And these almost look like the vehicle colors for the prestigious vehicles. Many of the track that David and Lexi used to bring the new Bot 6 to the actual camp. Attending before the whole incident of the German spots from the actual Jurassic World movie, which I did mention a few times on my Ninja Master Net channel during my watching reviews, that Camp Cretaceous is canon to the movie universe of the Jurassic movies, along with its sequel show, Jurassic World chaos theory, which takes place in some parts of Jurassic World Dominion, which within the first season of Cretaceous takes place during the fall of Jurassic World. Minus the first 3 episodes, which takes place just before that. And then I think season 3 takes place around the same time as the opening of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, which by the end of the show, Cretaceous takes place after the events of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. Yeah, man. We're going to be doing number 7 again. Like I said a little bit ago, it's going to be mirrored. It's like the total opposite of the side I just showed. On the other hand, and now we got that put on. And kinda. And now it's fully on. And this is what the right side looks like. And here's what the left side looks like so far. And like I said, it's going to be mirrored a little bit, so this is going to be looking exactly similar to the side I just did a few minutes ago. On the other hand, as I'm going to be doing the bottoms at some point too. And also going to be doing the stud shooters, which is going to be showing up before I continue to finish the helicopter, which I need 2 these 8 pieces right here, along with 2 of these pieces, which you can put right into the top up on both of these. So that should actually be the shooters here. And now let's move on to the other 2 pieces. Then place it right on the helicopter. And that's what it was at now. Of course, it doesn't have the started shooters in it quite yet. And don't think that will be until the very end of this part of the build. I was going to be putting some pieces on that's for the tail part. And of this helicopter. And I just forgot. There's the second one of this piece right here. Yeah, and sometimes that's what just happens, and sometimes with big builds like this. Yes, and so far the helicopter doesn't look that bad. Yeah, it's definitely going to be looking pretty good once it's fully built. Now then, you got 4 minifigs in here, so obviously we're going to use 2 minifigs. Here's in the Jeep, and 1 flying in the helicopter here, so it won't be unusable by the characters. And next, this 1 piece. I find the 2 bend type of pieces again. And got that on top of these two bottom pieces. And we'll say this one next, along with the second one. And so you can keep just one piece in place. And then, continue on with some random things. I got a gameplay series still going on with Scooby-Doo Maxed, along with Pokemon Legends ZA, which the last one just started. Had this gameplay series not too long ago. Yeah, with Scooby-Doo Unmasked, I just need to try and defeat the boss fight bad guy within the game, which is kind of annoying a little bit, which is kind of similar to how we did with Evil Aqua and Xehanort within Kingdom Hearts 3, which is kind of crazy. But hopefully I find a way to defeat the first boss fight of Scooby-Doo Unmasked. And with the intro to Scooby-Doo Unmasked is pretty much just like Scooby-Doo Where Are You with the original Where Are You theme song and being reused from the first season of Scooby-Doo Where Are You. Because with season 2 the vocals of Scooby-Doo Where Are You singing part is a lot different than they did with the first season. I would say this part is not quite well enough, or just didn't do this properly, which I'm taking out of the instructions. And also welcome hello and welcome to my first live stream. We're building the one of the Jurassic World Rebirth type of sets. And also I did everything correctly here. And this part is just being a little bit tricky for some reason. Just like with some other stuff, definitely gonna try. I figure this set because again, I can't continue on without all of the pieces being together. Yes, it might take a bit here, which I think I need to move. This part that I'm trying to do back a little bit. So I can put one of the other pieces on, I think. And from what it shows here. Which kinda overlooked. And now that properly you put it on. And then you get the other piece from the pile, I think. Anyway, you could find out a piece which I just did. And then we need to put this one onto here the top of this other piece. I put two long-ish red pieces next to the right piece. Then without the rest, then it's going to be the helicopter stand and thing, or the legs, I should say, of the helicopter. And then it's moving on to the legs. And so the helicopter can kind of balance as on the ground when it's being landed. And by one of the rebuff helicopters. Then these short ones right here. And now let's move on to the legs. And here's what that side looks like so far. Now the side body, I should say. Is I need this one right here. And then these two pieces. And I need the other corner type of pieces, which is what these are kind of are, along with the round-ish one to stick it on the other side, which need to do this twice here. Yeah, in a sense, and then it's the legs. You need to attach it into a helicopter. And now repeat the build and got the first helicopter legs for the side build. Then, if you guys want to see some more of these later building review live streams, then let me know in the live chat or in the comment section after the stream is done. So, you guys want to see more, I'll probably do more, along with some live stream gameplay videos too. Some games that are probably not going to be regular type of gameplay videos. And so I got one part of the legs done so far, mostly. And which I need this kind of piece now, which goes on both sides with one right here, and this other one on the other side, which I need these balancing beam and pieces. And it's for these two blue Lego pieces, and so it can actually go right underneath the build right here. As I'm going to do again, but for the other side this time. And we'll repeat our process because it's going to be mirroring this side right here. And need this other piece. And now let's do these bending ones again. And it shows the numbers on some of these pieces here. It does it to be kind of specific about these Technet like Lego pieces. Yes, which I'm guessing that's what is for or for some reason. And put here, and then it's going to be the other pieces repeating. Yeah, then. And what's you guys' favorite MCU movie in general? Let me know down below in the chat, or down below in the comments section. And tell me what's your favorite MCU movie, and also what's your favorite Jurassic Park or Jurassic World movie. Hey, let me know down in the comments in the chat. And then, and also what's your favorite Jurassic World Cretaceous or Jurassic World Chaos Theory season? And since it is a Jurassic type of build, going to be doing some kind of questions like that. Well, talking about it. And then the legs are done after a couple more pieces here. And then finally it's going to be attached to the helicopter. And move on to the next page, and then you're going to turn this part upside down to put these right onto it. Right in the middle part, and flip it back onto its regular side. Yeah, I got this piece on the top here. After putting this on, yeah, because I was kind of forgot a couple here. And then finding this circle piece. And then we got the window part here, and for the cockpit. Yeah, we're doing the tail wing now. Yeah, for the helicopter, which I guess is what this piece uses for. And we got this long black Titanite piece that goes on the bottom. And fin piece that goes right onto it. Just like so. So it can actually be on there. And this block type of piece goes onto this kind of other gray piece. And then this 214 type of piece. Using to make it look more like a tail hang of the helicopter. Then I think funny is going to be the helicopter blades part of the tail hang. Not quite yet. It's 3 of these round pieces as I goes around to it. And put the mouse tail on. Then it's going to be this kind of piece. And then the helicopter tail wing hang piece. This goes onto the end here. And finally it's this one right here that goes onto this willow Titanite little piece. And let me see, this goes right up the end, so it's still a hat. And there we go. let's say we need this piece right here for the top helicopter hair blades. Then we need this flat round piece. And let's say the next part of building the set here is the helicopter blades finally. And the two long piece at the bottom frame that's held by the two circle parts of the two pieces here, I'm pretty sure. It's really too long. And back, a flat type of headpiece it is. And then, this kind, that kind of goes in two different ways. And it definitely looks like a helicopter spinning blade right now. There's these flat, square pieces that goes in between these two pieces on both sides. Then this short, flat, black piece. And we definitely got a helicopter halfway built. That's now. Yes, we put the studs into the stud shooters here. Yeah, so it's all ready to fight the dinosaurs if they get all aggressive. And this is what the helicopter looks like. You can actually spin in the top here. Yeah, just like the other helicopter builds. And that's definitely it for the helicopter. Now it's on to blades 4 to 8, which is the tampon part now. With the last two Lego minifigures that also comes in the set. Yeah, which is going to be starting with blade 4 here. Yeah, with Dr. Henry Willis, which is this right here. Yeah, Dr. Henry Willis is like a museum guy that never saw the dinosaurs up close before. Until him and the albatrosses had to go to the island to grab the dinosaur DNA. There you have. Yeah, he also knows as the CEO guy before as they met in person. Which I think they talked to each other over the phone, which I think was implied at the beginning of the movie. We got two other small bags within the big one, with the minifigure head in the other one. And after opening the second bag here, yeah, let's start on building the temple. Yeah, so you can go along with the dinosaurs, the other two minifigures, plus the turtle is going to be built, and for the two vehicles too. Obviously going to start with the minifigure. First with the legs and chest area. Then it's going to be the backpack next. Then the head. Then the hairpiece. So you can actually move around and stuff. And then it's going to be his two little side beholds, which is a camera and some binoculars. That's what it looks like. You're going to put the camera in his right hand and the binoculars in his right. And then, after that, he's fully built and ready to on to this mission. And here we got Dr. Henry Lewis, which is a second character in the Jurassic franchise that is named Henry. And he's also one of the new characters in the Jurassic franchise that is also introduced in Jurassic World Rebirth. He's got his camera here to take pictures of the dinosaurs. And that's up close and stuff. As the binoculars to see stuff far away. He's got his beard and glasses, and his short, dark brown hair. He also has a calm and happy face when he's not in danger. And he's got his mad, scared face when he realizes that dinosaurs are getting pretty close and being all aggressive. And that's sweet me because that's finally built. Alright, now let's start building the temple here, which is gonna be the biggest part here. Which need this piece right here. Yeah, I think. And I'm going to double check and also it's not this piece quite yet. Which is a little bit longer. Which I think is going to be for later. But now it's this tan piece. Along with this gray lighting piece. And it kind of goes on the front side right here. To find its spot. I say we're going to have a water part too, since this temple on the side of the cliff is near a small water area. And I would say the two shorter pieces, which is actually looks like this here. Which is actually two that we need, which is what there's tails. Got one attached. There's a second one here attached to the other side. Which I accidentally put the second gray piece on the bottom of the second blue piece. Like that correctly. And we have a bill that the tempo is actually continuing on. I don't know how. And this instruction break is the biggest one, since it's for the tempo. And then also I did my thing of the series watching review recently too, which is now uploaded to the channel. And in my first thing of the series, shorts will be coming to the channel soon, which I just finished recording that one. And then I'm going to be editing it a little bit to obviously avoid copyright stuff. And then get that one uploaded. And then also got my Mary Poppins and Returns, the movie reaction coming out soon. And along with my Spellbound movie reaction, which the movie was pretty good. And then my Spellbound movie reaction is currently being edited. Yeah, so expect that one to come out at some point. Yeah, later. Yeah, which so far I got the scheduled videos. Scheduled up until early May so far. Yeah, so the scheduled movie to come out probably in May sometime. Yeah, I also got some other videos ready to be uploaded too, along with my beauty pop about some reviews of both the Infinity Saga and Marvel guys, along with the Disney Princesses one. And also a couple of other build reviews that are going to be getting ready soon. And to do an upload. Which, if you guys saw on my room tour video, I got a lot of Lego sets that are not even built yet. And some are from previous Christmases. And if you guys saw all of my videos that's coming out, I've been pretty busy with those other videos. And so I didn't even get a chance to get to all the later sets yet. Along with the rest of the gameplay videos of the other games and I'm currently playing. Yeah. Also my reactions and my watching reviews too. Of both of the trailers and movies and the shows, along with the trailers to those said movies and shows. Here's it. This is the that's what I got so far. And for the tempo in general, this is what I did looks like so far. I'm not taking in shape correctly yet, but it would have pretty soon afterwards. His bed is done. We're gonna need these two corner type of pieces next, which is in the dark and green colors. Then, and now, this is what it looks like. And with those pieces that I just added. We're gonna need the round type of pieces right here. And for both sides of these corner type of pieces. And then for those of you probably joining, and got 1,000 subscribers. And then the next store is gonna be between 9,000 and 10,000 subscribers. There's going to be even a store between those two subscriber count. And I just checked in my main YouTube channel again, and now that 840 subscribers on Ninja Master Nick, which is going to be at 900 soon at some point. And you guys seen my recent video, here's those coming out. You can see it says both Nickel Trolls by Dragon Rider and Ninja Master Nick next to the subscribe button. Is because that feature just came onto YouTube a while back, which is like a collaboration type of feature, which you can add somebody that you know. If you have both you and the person you know with a YouTube channel, you also have a YouTube channel onto a feature and that those people are trying to subscribe to those said channels, which is I've been using for a while now, and for both of my channels. So, both channels they're here, both this channel and Little Troll and Ninja Master Neck has the chance to get to 1,000, and 1,000 subscribers is also a feature, a goal, that I'm trying to get for Ninja Master Neck, since I made that channel way before I made Little Troll's the Dragon Rider here. So, like your friends know, or somebody you know, that is close to you, that I also got our channel for mainly Ninjago stuff, and I just finished doing my reactions to the first half of Dragon's Rising in Season 4 over there, which all 10 episodes are uploaded now. And I got some more videos coming out to the country scheduled up until early May too. And then I got some more stop motions coming out too, which one just got uploaded earlier today of both Yasmina slash Yaz from Jurassic World Chaos Theory, using her Chaos Theory, interacting with Master Wu, and I got Yaz in my stop motion and stuff as the new Master of Speed, which is an element in one of the elemental powers in Ninjago. Since in the actual show Dragon's Rising, and some elemental masters are probably passed already after the merge, or in cases like Moro, the first student of Master Wu, was the Master of Wind, and now, since he already died twice, his element went to a new character from Dragon's Rising, named Fraser, and I kind of did something like that with elemental power speed, and now I got Yazin, my stop motion adaptation of what it'd be like if a Jurassic franchise was developing the merge from Dragon's Rising, and got Yaz to be the new Master of Speed, and pretty much I think with Master Wu now. And he's kind of teaching her how to use the Master of Speed, and to use the new speed part that she got, and while going through the merged lands of the merged world after the merge. And now that I have myself, Yaz is going to be in the upcoming season, not my first season, but the second season of my Dragon's Rising series, where she's going to be in the tournament of the sources, along with some of the Marvel characters that I got. I thought it was going to be in the tournament of the sources, but I'm not going to say who the fighters are yet, and since I want to keep a secret until I do season 2 of my Dragon's Rising and stop motion series. I said there's going to be for people that has their own powers, and going to be 1-1, and for 1-2, it's going to be realm powers and post Wednesday 1, and so on and so forth until somebody wins the tournament of the soul citizens to have. Once it is the bottom part is going to be near the mouth. Because we got the teeth right here. And we said these other ends on both sides are going to be attaching to something within this Lego set. On the other hand, this is only big 4 so far. And we got 4 more bags after this. As to get through, you need to get this big guy completely finished. Next then, I might actually do a regular, non-live stream review of this after. And this is just my first impressions of the set while actually going on and building it as I go. Probably going to give a little bit more of my thoughts on it in a regular Lego set review of this. To give that a little bit of a shot. Since that's what I pretty much do with these kind of build reviews here on my channel before I got this live stream feature here on the channel after I got 1,000 subscribers. Besides some parts are going to be like the vine, drawing the vine and type of head pieces to make it look like the temple is overgrown by nature and taking by the parts that have been turned on by an engine. Also we got this green part here too for one part. And then to make it look like it's overgrown. Then there's that other part right here that is like this. To make it look like more of the big mouth type of thing, which is what it kind of looks like. It was like that other curve type of piece, which is this one right here. I think I'll talk about this other one. So I'm going to be doing the other side right now. To get this going up. Because that's where it's going now. It's going to be rising up. And as more and more of this is getting built. So far, as I said, looks pretty cool. This is how it's looking. And it is bring back a Lego Draws the World video game, or I should say, a second version. I think we should add Conquistatious, Chaos Theory, Fallen Kingdom, and also Dominion. For the Jurassic World Trilogy and Jurassic Park Trilogy. I don't think Rebirth will count since that's the beginning of the new saga so far. Or trilogy, since each Jurassic movie is like a 3-movie trilogy. Like from Jurassic Park 1 to Jurassic Park 3. That's like one trilogy. And from Jurassic World to Jurassic World Dominion, that includes Count Cretaceous and Chaos Theory. And there's the Alpha trilogy. And now with Rebirth, it's the new Jurassic trilogy. It's starting with Jurassic World Rebirth. And so far we don't know what the second new upcoming new Jurassic movie is going to be called. That's what they had. Because that movie won't be coming out for a while. Not until 2028. Okay. This part right here is almost look like a ton. Which kind of that red-ish part. Also we got our small green flower type of piece here. Beneath this one piece that looks like it's going to be a tooth. And then it's going to be these pieces again. And you go down this way and towards the left side of the build. Which I'm going to double check. I would say I need to back this up a little bit. I know must a little bit. Which I don't even know how, but I guess that's just what happens. And again, like I said earlier in the live stream, let's go back to the turn page that I'm currently on. And got it all fixed now. And put this one onto this dark gray headpiece. Is here. So it looks like again it's being overgrown. So we got a rock type of piece coming up here. It was kind of like a piece of rock that came in the Lego Maggio building set. But with the orange parts, since it's amber, which contains the DNA for the dinosaurs within the mosquito. And since that was very established all the way back in the very first Jurassic Park movie. And so we got Alveston with the skeleton skull, no face. It seems like somebody actually passed in this. It all got eaten by one of the Quetzalcoatlus, pterosaur. A type of dinosaur. And we got some wall. That piece is here too. For it. And then out. And then a little bit taller and now from what it looks like just like with any other building type of Lego sets. And got some big, flat-ish pieces here with the pointy ends. And that goes on both sides of the rock wall. Along with these pieces, which need TLDs and a couple of other pieces too. which is like a set of two. For these, one on each of one of these big longish tall pieces. Which starts with this one, then it goes up from there. That a couple of other flower pieces, along with this kind of piece. Here's the need to put on. And then put the first one on top of this one green piece. And then now let's build the opposite side with this one here, which I need the other bulky looking piece. Here's which is this one right here. And then the flower piece. And then now this way here. And put it on the other side. And then here we go. Let's we can enter the temple that is built so far. And I would say we need these 10 pieces to look at more like a cave type of entrance. Which there was, I think, our entrance that one of the judges noticed that they could have used, but then they had to come down from the top to get inside the temple to get the DNA from the Quetzalcoatlus baby dinosaur egg, rather than from the actual dinosaurs, since we did see one of the characters being eaten alive by, I said, Quetzalcoatlus. We got the Dr. Tan pieces built up. And you can see what it's going to be looking like after this part of the temple is fully built, after using all of these pieces here. Especially when using these tall block type of pieces. Here's on the inside, which is the interior after set, which actually needed 4 2 on both sides. To make it look more cave-like on the inside. And more of these corner type of pieces. Yes, we do need to go on top of these other pieces here. Leaving only the one side isn't done yet. And I would like that. On the other hand, we saw you got some of these kind of pieces, which it makes the set and open and close. This part does not going to be the case here, since it goes onto the sides, on both sides here. And this is what it does if it were to open and close, as to make it look like the set is opening and closing, which you need in sets of 2 here, one for one side and second for the other side. And you got the inside mostly built so far. Which again is an interior. Here and that top symbols off, so and nothing will get to either the what or the skull overhead, which is this bolty type of long piece and a square bolty piece right over here. But it's kind of above. Almost blocking the top of the skull head here. I would say I'm going to be making more of the mouth here with more of the tan and kind of color here, which it makes it more of a mouth. That was full of big section here. And put it above the mouth of the cave. Having it just like this here. Which currently putting in. And I said that somehow messed up. Which try again. And there's only one piece. I cut in half. And that's what it looks like. And here's the outside of the cave. And it's still going on the interior. Still. And now we got the flat square piece with a couple of other pieces too. And to make a piece that goes right over here. And now we got this black, this dark green type of piece. And then this one right here. And then finally this one. And now it goes right here, and just like so. Now let's put these other pieces on. You can see where the rest goes. And then we move on to bag 5. And for the other part is next of the temple. And we start after this one part. Then we're going back on to the outside. The outer interior of the set. And to see what goes outside. Outside is these two pieces. And then this one and right here. Just like that. And this is what it looks like so far. And for the outside now, especially with these pieces that's being added every single second, and that is being fully built. And that is this piece along with the second one, and that goes on the edge, kinda, and back down on one, and take this other tan piece on both the ends here. And then it's going to be these two. And we got a couple more flower pieces. And in fact, I might use this set as one of my later stop motions I'm going to be doing Ninja Master Knight later down the line as one of the background kind of stuff. For the characters to do stuff with it. We're going to be doing the top teeth now. By doing it like this. And along with the 4 pieces that go kind of into the middle here. Yeah, to make it look like a top teeth. Evens the half. Over here. Along with these right here. Here's for the outside. Got the full set of teeth for the cave mouth dude right here. Along with some corner pieces. There's was a bag number 4. It's going to be done here in about a minute before finally moving on to bag 5. Yeah, kind of step over a couple, which is not that big of a deal since it's not that far into the tempo haircut yet, and so it's still that time to actually get some parts done before I completely forget about the hem. And I do the very top with the dark tan pieces, which need 5 of them. And then it was like bag number 4 is finally finished. And now on to bag 5, which is this one here. Let's say we got some more green type of punch light type of stuff. That's good. It's going to be used in here. Yeah. I think Duncan is going to be in one of the other bags. Here's the 4th minifigure that I need to build, which, from what I can see, I think he might be either bag 8, 6, or bag 7. So now it's depending on which that of the bag that sets up and back up the feather a little bit, so I can have space for the rest of these pieces. Here's a hand. I got all the bags. Let's open now for bag 5. Let's get to the next part, which is actually starting to do the inside. Now then, back to saying about what I was saying, the stop motions are like your own animation stuff, and to make the music look like the actually moving, which is cool if you're into something like that. There's like lots of YouTubers that I've seen that actually does stop motion, and kind of like what I'm starting right out to do, which the first stop motion that I did in a while was recreating the fight between Steve Rogers' Captain America as a zombie, and also Bucky Barnes, one of the survivors from that zombie universe, and from both What If and Marvel Zombies, which is it's kind of started by the What If Zombies episode being the creepiest one that they ever made for Marvel, and Marvel Zombies is literally the most brutal show that I've ever seen in my life. With how they went the whole TV anime thing, in which was kind of crazy. But the show still pretty good, and it actually left on a cliff. You know, by the hand. On the other hand, and also did some standalone stop motions from different later themes like Ninjago, Marvel, and Dreams, and also some Disney ones. Then I am gonna make some later stop motion series. Amazing, like with some pieces of media do with movies and shows. And so far I got my later dimension stop motion series on my channel so far. And the first episode is pretty much having a new main team of my own version of later dimensions with Mobius, the custom later me figure that I got, and two other official later me figures that I got, which is Sora from Dragon's Rising, and also Mateo from Later Dreams. And those are going to be the main three cast characters for my stop motion series. And there are going to be other characters that are going to be appearing in my later dimension stop motion series. And I also got my Doctor Doom custom minifigure that I'm using for the series. And he's going to be the main villain of later dimensions. And Doom in Rising. And then I'm going to spoil the name of my Ninjago Dragon's Rising miniseries copy yet. Until I finally upload my first episode of that said series. Then I also got Dr. Doom. Stole one of the Keyblades. And he also summoned some villains from different universes, like summoning Captain America, Ultron, and also Night Hunter from Later Dreams, which is going to be one of the people that's going to be working for Dr. Doom in the stop motion series. And Dr. Doom also pretty much captured Ellen and Wildfire from Ninjago, along with one of the dreamers that Mateo has saved, along with summoning and Night Hunter from Later Dreams. And the reason I got Mobius in the series because as I got him doing searching for one of the 10 variants, but since Dr. Doom was rushed into being in the multiverse saga villain, then he encountered Dr. Doom, him and actually trying to stop him with some help from Sora, and also Mateo. And on the way, we're trying to find out what happened to your friends if we meet people on the way. in the later dimensions, the Doom Rising and stop motion series. Which the first episode's pay. Thanks with how I got Doctor Doom and defeat Wildfire and Gandalf and Batman. And after Expo, summoned them to help him try to defeat him, but Doctor Doom is like way too strong for them. And he defeated them right after Bat. And actually, they on alive to him too, with how brutal he was taking them out one by one. There's I need other times this here, which is this one, which is actually at times in two type of thing, which means I need two of them, and for both sides of this inner wall of the temple. And this was the inside of side so far with those sticker pieces, which are some iron type of stuff, but other than this kind of island, which I forgot what it's called. How does is in the Jurassic World Rebirth movie, which then don't get why they had to do a new island for the franchise. They could have just used Isla Sonai then, since that's where they pretty much bred the dinosaurs before taking them to Isla Sona, Isla Nublar for either Jurassic Park or Jurassic World. Now, since that's what they established already. But it is what it is, I suppose. Then, I was so curious to see what's going to happen next after the characters got the here from each DNA of each three dinosaurs that they needed. And especially with taking one of the dinosaurs off the island. And since that's what one of the other characters kind of did, which is called the Apocalypse, which one of the characters is naming Dolores. I don't even know what it's going to do to her, since apparently Rebirth just wanted to kill off all of the dinosaurs that are around the world. Pretty much messing up of what they did at the end of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. And Dominion barely showing any dinosaurs on the mainland. And like I said in my Chaos Theory reactions, and Chaos Theory is like a lot better at using the concept of dinosaurs being on the mainland, a lot better than Dominion did, and since they barely did that, and Rebirth pretty much just not bothering and doing that for some reason. Dinosaurs being on the mainland is like literally the most interesting concept that they could use. You could literally do anything with the dinosaurs being on the mainland, and since Fallen Kingdom. And I don't know why they got to decide against that. Just to go back to island concept. which was Fallen Kingdom, and Damien tried to steal away from him. But hopefully, we do. If I follow the next couple Jurassic movies, later down the line, and hopefully, and because again, dinosaurs being on the mainland is like the coolest and interesting concept that they literally they had a chance of doing, but messed up. It's like good. Slowly starting to go into the roof, but right here of the set. Move. The set. After the set, so I can see the pages a lot better. And it says going to be some kind of mechanic part here. And from what I see, even in the back. And I need this long piece to go onto the top, and just touching this to these three Titanic piece of his. This is what it looks like so far. And we need the other Titanic piece, which is this gear one. And here, it's definitely one of the play feature stuff from what this is showing. It was one of the builds is like a giant mace type of thing, which I'm guessing is one of the traps here. Within the set to keep intruders out. And a couple of these flat looking pieces, along with three of these, which I got one on so far. And notice that one more little flat piece on, along with the other black piece that is going on here. And let's do the mix. So now we need this here, then also have a stud, and also these pointy type of pieces, which you actually need about 5 to fill up the remaining parts here to make the mace to come down and actually attack the people that's going into the city here. And also this staff hat piece, which kind of dropped already. But going into these the other one, but just found after dropping it by accident. I was put into the middle, and so that's where it needs to go. Also, you need two more of these stuff pieces, along with these two, and also 4 of these pieces, along with these type of pieces for those other weapons that it's going to be used as like traps. Oops, here to make the trap section here to make it look like more of a trap. Attach these onto this. Here's which needs this side. Then flip this onto its back, and so we can put these teeth-like pieces on. And so this dude can be used. Flip it back around and put that to the mace. And repeat the process here. And for the other side, and be functional. Now, play feature. Yeah, flip it around again. And now the chops are all ready and to be used. Using this tempo type of set, I say we need this way here to be used, and now pressing it onto the outro set. Yeah, I put the deal one right in the mouth of the other piece while doing this onto here. Yeah, which it is a little tricky to do, but we got the hang of it once. Let's try. I got it into here. Yeah, but there's a lot harder than it looks. It's here, so this doesn't take about a minute or so. If it's not going to be as tricky as it looks. This definitely is a lot trickier than let's see here. And let's try this again. And try. I got it on here. Yeah, I think. Anyway, this is what it says. Yes, put the other piece that got right onto here. Yeah, now that the belt on. And then this is what the play feature does. It goes up and then down. And to keep our intruders outside of to keep them out of the temple. It doesn't tell. They brought the dinosaurs back to life through cloning and technology. And this is what it looks like now. And let's move on here to get the Petrie finished. It's about having these other pieces behind and to make it more cool looking. You definitely need this here along with this, and also this. Let's then put it right in on the other side here. And let's see this big it is one piece. To make it what is actually connecting to. Here's something. And put this other one on the outside. Oh yeah, kind of upside down kinda. And just like so. Alright, and now that's all built up. Alright, let's get some kind of chain part have built out here. Yes, so we can actually make it right outside kind of looking down. And two, well at least on the main part of the temple, since it's still in the other side, which is actually on both over here. So you actually got two chains in here. They can be attached when using this kind of stud. Right there. And now let's put it on the outside. Yeah, that's kind of fit. That's this thing here. And so it can actually go on here properly. Yeah, it goes a little bit better. And that's what I did. Looks like. Yeah, got a rubber piece on here too that needs to be attached. There's it. Now it's attached. Yeah, which it's kind of being a little tricky here. Yeah, this is a little bit better now. And besides that, this here to attach to. Yeah, to make it look like the previous parts that I did. Yeah, here's where, here we go. Yeah, and got the other side and doing the same thing too. Yeah, so let's like it's staying in one place. Here's it. Yeah, pretty soon it's going to be in bed number 5. I mean bed number 6 since I got 6, 7, and 8 left. Those are the 3 beds that need to do left. In here. Yeah, so the characters can actually go into this place to try and get the DNA. Yeah, as we need DNA from the Quetzalcoatlus, the Mosasaurus, and the Tyrannosaurus again. And since those are the 3 dinosaurs that we needed, even though they did try to say that the Mosasaurus that is in Rebirth is the exact same one from the Jurassic World trilogy. Even though that's not entirely true, because people probably missed in Turbobot. There's actually more than one Mosasaurus within the Jurassic Park franchise. And there's the one that we've seen in all three Jurassic World movies, from the first one all the way up to Dominion. And there's the one that we've seen in this movie, Rebirth. So that kind of explains why Mosasaurus looks completely different in Jurassic World and Rebirth. Yeah, this was a other type of mesa or something on the outside of here. Yeah, we say that a little bit of a leafy on the other side. And just without the mace part. Yeah. Yeah, here's the other one of this. That's right here. And this other piece to make it look like you got this leaf piece overgrown. And the building since it's been abandoned for years, besides the dinosaurs that inhabit the temple. Yeah. And it's definitely looking more of the head picture so far. At least it is bottom part. Yeah, because I haven't done the top side head part yet. Yeah, we just need two of this and one of this here. To put on these other 10 and gray pieces parts on the left side. And this is getting pretty close to the end of the fifth bay, which is the fourth to last one, and before this is fully built. Now then, anyway, for the review part, I've been doing a little bit of reviewing during the build, but like I said, probably going to do a normal review part out of the set. To get that over with. You got these two square pieces on the dark tan parts. And might do a little bit of a theory of why certain numbers of vehicles are missing from this Lego Jurassic World Rebirth Wave. Like I said, there's maybe more on the way. Yeah, you're probably going to do a little bit of a spotlight on what they are in that video. And that I'm probably going to be making. Later down the road. Here on the channel. And now the inside website is being overgrown too. And before I move on, probably going to charge my phone since I can see he's getting pretty low on batteries. Here's what now. Which you guys can see from your side since he's a live stream, but since I'm the one who's making the stream, I can kind of see hey, how far my phone is from my side. Yeah, so definitely, hey, this dude, yeah, charged, and so I can king on, and with the stream while building it is set. Also doing the smaller plant life, and on the other side, which is right here. And now you'll say is getting more and more, not overgrown by every build. So be doing some kind of other type of wall thing. That is going to be built next from this bag. And over this kind of piece then goes underneath the longer pointy type of piece. And it's definitely say the over grown kind of build. Kind of, And so just make it really look like that. From the picture. And got a couple of these pieces here to use. Here's on here. And to make it look like it's going to over the temple, help a heart. And got two of these here to put on. And then we'll see what part of this temple and this big or this small bell is going to be going on. This is going to be going on the front, on the outside. And that's what it looks like now. And continue on the outside with a couple of these pieces here. Just double check. It's missing from the previous page. It doesn't look like it did. I would say these two pieces go on the opposite ends. And on the front side, along with this piece here, and this. There's a head. This one is getting and right here. And then I only got 3 more beads left to do for this beta high. And then I need to do. And this other plant goes on the bottom. Left here. That's how it looks. I said that is in bag number 6. There's the head. And now let's move on to the 6. Lego. How big? Right here. Then get Duncan build and we're going to be starting doing one the sides of this big Lego set. And here's bag number 6. Let's open this one up. And there's a need to get that. There. Like that big part. The big bag. Open up and rip the pieces out. let's get the small ones back from this day. Because the rest of Duncan is in. And the other two. Ew, that is those from bed 6. Like I said, this also comes with one of the embryos with in the steel inside. There you're going to show off right now. And that's what he looks like. That is a Mysterio in the Umber, which is that's what we need to get that dinosaur DNA for him. And to actually clone the dinosaurs. And we also need some other stuff to found the Geno. That's from what the people in Engine said from the first Jurassic Park movie by Biosen. And they pretty much go with what the dinosaurs will probably actually look like. Millions of years ago. Now it's actually they start building the fourth and final minifigure here. Yeah, I got the backpack on. No need to have the legs, so you can actually walk or not one. Or if he's in the water, you actually swim. Now need the head, then the small little beret that he has. And while he was on this adventure, there was the other new characters. Then have his own little side builds here. Which is not much of a side builds, like his tools. And here we got Duncan, which I forgot what his last name is. Yeah, he's actually friends of Zoa. Before they went to this island to grab dinosaur DNA. He only has one face expression, since he has this little beret. He's got a brown backpack, a little flare that I think he uses to describe the D-Watch with, and also a little blade right here to cut through the rolling edge within the forest on the island, so we can from the jungle that safer. It does all the minifigures, and some of the sleigh builds, and the dinosaurs. Let's move on to this other part of the temple here. I think it might be either the left or the right side. Let's see how this goes first. This is by having the grassy area built. And let's take a look at the last reference. I was say, yeah, actually, it might be the right side over here, and the water on the left. Yeah, so let's get this all built to see what that looks like. Man, I obviously need this too. To actually get that area was like in the movie. Yeah, made the rock formation in Alpha Temple too. I need some of these too, and this too actually get attached to the main temple part to make it look like it's actually a part of the head. And then Yeah, you got some more information on the outside from what it looks like. Yeah, we got some flower stuff. And I leave stuff on the outside here too. To make it like they've fallen down from some kind of tree or something. Yeah, which is actually what the leaves do in real life. Yeah, which is pretty interesting detail, right? Kind of added here. And we're going to be doing sticker 10 now on this big piece, but on the inside. And you can find sticker number 10 next to 11 and 12. And there's only 2 sticker stuff left on this sheet. But after this, there's going to be 1 sticker left to put on. And then, now it makes it look like the cave drawing. It was a UFO steering an animal. You also got a woolly mammoth from there too. And some people and some other animals like some kind of lion. A big bird or something. A deer and a kingdom wheel or something. That's what it looks like. And then we got some more lineage on the outside. To make it look like it's kind of sticking yet. Yeah, that's kind of being raised up to make it go uneven while the turtles are probably going to climb up. I've been into the upper level of the temple here. I think that's what it is going to be turning out to be like. With every piece being put onto this part of the temple. And you can kind of talk about some of these other pieces right here. And we sort of got this one piece that is going to be more like a front edge or something. Right at the top. And along with a couple other pieces, there's going to be things that the characters are going to be going on to make it look like It will actually coming up. It kind of even ground from what this is going to be looking like. I think. It was over a little flower type of piece and a long green vine that's going to be sticking out. From the side right here. Along with these parts that the characters are definitely going to be grabbing onto near the side of the wall. And I said this part is going to be attached now to the right side on right over here. Just like that. Yeah, that's what it looks like now. Okay. So we got the other and this little piece on the very top along with this kind of curvy type of piece. Also, we'll be doing the waterfall side now. Which I think is where the final sticker piece is going to be located. And this is the waterfall piece right here. And you got some blue pieces here to represent the water. And so we got these other two pieces again. And for the set, in this part of the set to attach to the big main part. And then we put right over here. And this bone piece near the edge of the blue piece, along with this actually near the edge of the head. And so you got some white cotton pieces to make some mist coming up from the water. And so we got one regular light blue piece and a transparent light blue piece. They're more like the water from the waterfall here. Because that's what it kind of is. There's in some places of the world that involves waterfall. And this black piece goes right next to the dark green type of piece. and we got 3 bone pieces. So that goes almost into the little pond kind of type of area here. It just might look like a little bit of a dot or something. And for the people, the characters you go on. And so far, this is what that dress it looks like. And now it's being going up into the formation that was like outside and waterfall. Yeah, yeah. So this one, right here is being pretty close to being finished too. Yeah, so it's doing pretty good. Yeah, building it. And we'll say, this is where the embryo with the skeleton and is going to be located. Using right over here, right next to this dark gray piece. And just below this light gray piece. And for those who probably talking about watching this later after the stream, this is where I got to so far before it's fully built. And again, here's where it looks like now. After uh, I built most of it so far. And the final sticker to be placed onto our later piece is sticker number 3. Right after putting a piece of like this onto have a transparent blue piece here, along with this one. And here's what the waterfall funny it looks like. And that's going to be attached to the wall, the other side of the wall over here. And here's what it looks like now. Now, with the bottom part finally being fully built. And now it's on to the final 2 later beds. And for the rest of the build here. And here's bed 7. So I'm going to be finally using this piece here. And I think this is going to be start of the upper level. With the floor, that part. Hard, and then the walls, and then finally the roof. And so far this is what I got. It definitely looks like it's the floor part of the top floor of the building now. Yeah, a little bit. And obviously it gets more and more parts come on. Yeah, as you can see, it's starting to kind of going up now into building like a building. And here's what one corner looks like. It's there that some kind of gold teeth. Hey, part of the temple. It's there that we got some kind of people that used to be right here. And some kind of torch. Yeah, within piece too. I say may got the other piece that the other part. I mean, and that I say it might be pastry or something. And yeah, so far the bottom part looks pretty good. Yeah, it's gonna be a lot cooler once I get the top part finally finished. And once I was starting over the side of this top four, now here's definitely going to be almost at the same level as the other side. Right, no, anyway. And got all of about 10 pieces here. Yeah, so we can be on the other side, just opposite of the other two that just put in a little bit of the hill. And we saw some kind of pillars coming up. And since it's an old temple, it's going to look like people haven't been maintaining the temple in universe after a while. And so far, this is what it looks like. Yeah, as I got the middle part, it's starting to be about head up two. Yeah, to be overhead of that small pillar. Yeah, looking anything that's right in the middle of this second floor. And now doing the outside right here then. And then to kind of the top here. And where I got the other pieces that's so far high. And this piece right here, right in the middle on the top, along with the tan piece, which is this, along with this gold piece that's going to be attached to it, and along with these two right here. Yeah, and bag number 7 is almost completely finished. And until the final bag, which is bag 8. So we got our tan type of piece on the other side. And this, a little bit of a longer one. And right in the middle near the back. And with this one coming from this and a dark white and a green piece. And then we got two more pieces on this bed, and it will finally out the final bed. We're getting very close to having this bed two, which is bed number 8, the final one. And I think I did this stream for at least a few hours now. But just very long. But it was in this set being fully finished. Finished in one day. Which is kind of crazy. And this might be the rest of the walls for the temple. And so far we're going to start with each of these kind of pieces right here. And you got those 4 pieces right there. And there's going to be more of the floor area. And you got other orangey kind of piece that goes right in around that big-ish base plate with this light gray Lego piece. And 2 dark green pieces on both sides of it. Right between the 4 Lego brown pieces. Along with these on and outside of those 2 dark green pieces. To really want some kind of autos or something. Along with these 4 studs with the holes with them in them, so stuff can stuck right up. Or 2, and since I always got what I was to put these right into my hair. And so we got these pieces too for something to instead right onto. And more of these too to go into some of these studs and those handle type sticking out pieces. There we got some brown branch into pieces to, looks like there's going to be sticking out of these green pieces. And some 8 pieces. One does a full on egg and one hatched, and to make it look like baby Quetzalcoatlus is coming out of its own egg. And we said we got a full on pillar about coming up right now. Yes, to make it look like pillars are holding up the roof. I say we got 2 more of these, but this time it's going to be on top of each other, just like this. Here's the hand. So far, certain four part, what's pretty cool for the big city here. You got this and going onto this bending part right here, and it goes right onto the pillow part. And a bulky square piece and a flat dark tan looking piece. And load a couple of load pieces that is going to be going onto here, along with two of this. That piece right here. And 2 of these half second ones too. It goes side by side. And to make it look like it's one big circle. And go with the 2 stud ones. And it goes on. Whoops. Yeah, today. Drop it again, but and got it again. And goes on top of these 2 lock looking pieces. And there's one long piece here that goes with most of these pieces here to make it like more and more like the roof part and the second floor section. Along with these light tan pieces too. Yeah. You got this so far. It's going to be more in shape pretty soon. Yeah, after this part is fully built. And other one piece that goes right on top. And it looks like it's starting to come into shape. Here. And it's still pretty close getting fully done here pretty soon. And after they finished their building. I have a gold looking piece right here. And this is what we got so far. And we said it's going to be down to the top right after it's done and being built. And now it goes right on top and this part will be done and before you let it rest. And that's what it looks like now. Here's got a little tree branch and here. And that goes right next to that small flower, that type of piece. Then it's going to be right on top. How about the rest of the temple hole? And this is what the temple looks like now. And with that second floor, it's almost there. And just at least a few more pieces left had to go. Yeah, until this thing is fully done. Yeah, we said a couple more of these transparent. These tan one. And then this side. Yeah, along with the flower piece. Yeah, a leaf piece, I should say. And to make it look like again, the top is also being overwhelmed and by the nature. Yeah, a small, little, face statue type of thing from what it looks like here. Yeah, for the temple. With the final two, it starts to make it look like it has eyes on the hem. And here's what it looks like. And it goes right over here. And turn this around a little bit. Here you get this slide with the leaf piece and a couple of the tan looking pieces. Made that there's three of these tan pieces on this side. Yeah, we got two pieces here to put on. And when this big set will be falling down. Now and then, we'll say that's about it. And find out this maybe I got done. And here's all the stuff for it. And the mini figures, the side builds, and the dinosaurs, and the main build. Now then, I hope you guys enjoyed my live stream. There are me talking about finally getting to 1,000 subscribers, along with some stuff that I do here on Nature Shows of Dragon Rider and over on Ninja Master Neck. Yeah, I am planning to do more live streams here on the channel in the future. And like, comment, and subscribe. And turn on the notification bell if you're new. And more videos will be coming to the channel soon. And I will see you guys in my next video. And I'll see you guys later. Yeah, as soon as I actually figure out to turn off the screen here. And figure it out and see you guys in my next video. And